Hello everyone. Today's our topic is architecture standardization for Web of Things. So platform middleware, unified multi-tiered Web of Things architecture, Web of Things portals and business intelligence are very important for the Web of Things architecture. So Web of Things architecture is basically platform middleware service. So in the platform middleware Web of Things, current markets of the Internet of Things and Web of Things are highly fragmented. So various vertical Web of Things and IoT solutions have been designed independently and separately for the different applications. So which impact is on large scale industries or Web of Things deployments. A unified horizontal standards based platform is the key to consolidate the fragmentations. So we already talked about the communication middleware for the Internet of Things. So communication middleware is basically the platform middleware for, and it is also closely related to that particular communication middleware and platform middleware services. So sometimes both are tightly integrated with each other. So there are the differences between them. We will talk about the platform middleware services in details. So platform middleware services are the communication middleware and platform middleware are closely related to each other. So platform middleware or application frameworks or three-tiered application servers, the main goal is to bring the IoT applications to the World Wide Web. According to the Web of Things and IoT vision, every day objects will be connected with each other with the internet. So that this will be a form distributed network with sensing capabilities. So platform middleware for the Web of Things technology are already using the objects such as object-oriented design, object-oriented software engineering and programming, CORBA architecture, that is the Common Object Request Broker architecture, then Document Object Model, COJO, that is plain old Java object, Component Object Model, Distributed Component Object Model, Object Linking and Embedding for the process control, Object Identifications, Simple Object Access Protocol, JavaScript object notations, and so on. So basically the platform middleware for the Web of Things is a unified and horizontal standard based platform, and it is the key to consolidate the fragmentation. So we talk about the communication middleware last time. So communication middleware and platform middleware are closely related and sometimes tightly integrated with each other. So platform middleware for the Web of Things. According to the Web of Things and IoT vision, every object such as domestic appliances, actuators and embedded system of any kind in near future will be concerned with each other with the internet. So actually the standard for the platform middleware, that is the machine to machine communication. So we consider the automated data exchange between machine, including virtual machines such as software applications without or with limited human interventions. So technical community overall objective is creating open standard for the machine to machine communication. So this is the platform middleware for the Web of Things. So main key elements of the machine to machine architectures are machine to machine devices, machine to machine area network, or we can say machine to machine gateway. So this is the platform middleware for the Web of Things. So one example is given here. So here two animals are considered. One is dog and another one is the sheep. So we have to analyze with the help of Web of Things which animals can run faster. So with the help of that private data or with the help of that particular object, we can identify which animal can run faster with the help of sensors also. So here the sheep can run faster as compared to the dog. So next is the unified multi-tier Web of Things architecture. So Web of Things and IoT applications should inherit and enhance the existing data formats and protocol. So Simple Object Access Protocol is a protocol framework specification for exchanging the structured information in the implementation of web services. So it relies on the extended markup language, or sometimes it may use the HTML for its message formats. So usually HTML or HTTP transport protocol, simple mail transport protocol, Java messaging services can be used. Or SOA is a set of principles and methodologies for designing and developing softwares in the form of interoperable services, usually over the internet. So unified multi-tier web of thing architectures. So it also uses the service-oriented architecture, requires metadata. So metadata is the data about data. So unified web of thing architecture also needs the metadata. Metadata is nothing but the data about data, informations. So web services description language typically describe the services, which kind of services are used in that particular platform, while the SOAP protocol describe the communication protocols. So for the machine-to-machine communication, you required again the SOAP. So combination of existing SOA and EAI, that is the Enterprise Application Integration Technologies, is a good foundation for the Web of Things as well as for the IoT applications. So service-oriented device architecture is proposed to enable the device connection with the service-oriented architecture. So unified multi-tier web of things architecture. So core of this SODA standard is a device description language. It is also based on, that is, extended markup language encoding. So DDL classifies device into three categories, that is sensors, actuators and complex devices. So sensors which sense the data and actuators which control that data and complex communicate with that particular devices. So we'll study in the next presentation about the SODA architecture in details. So thank you.